Yale stared at his screen, palms sweating. The perfect setup was right there. Every indicator aligned. His trading strategy screamed buy. The risk-reward ratio was textbook perfect at 3-to-1. His trading plan said this was exactly what he'd been waiting for all week. But his finger hovered over the mouse. Frozen. What if this one's different? A voice whispered in his head. What if you lose again? Remember last Tuesday? Remember how that felt? 30 seconds later, the trade triggered without him. Over the next 4 hours, Yale watched his perfect setup climb exactly to his predetermined target. He would have made $3,200. Instead, he made nothing. Fear in trading had stolen another opportunity, and Yale didn't even realize the quiet destruction happening inside his trading psychology. This is how fear destroys traders. Not with panic, not with obvious mistakes, but quietly, invisibly, one missed opportunity at a time. When the pattern became clear, Yale had been trading for 3 years when he finally saw it. He was reviewing his trading journal on a Sunday afternoon, something his trading mentor had insisted he do religiously. As he scrolled through months of entries, a disturbing pattern emerged in his trading psychology. His win rate on paper trades? 72%. His win rate on real money trades? 41%. But here's what shocked him most. He had identified 87 high-probability setups over the past 6 months. He had only taken 23 of them. The 64 trades he skipped? 49 of them would have been winners. Yale's internal dialogue during one of those missed trades went like this. Okay, there's the breakout. Volume is confirming. Moving averages aligned. This is it. This is the setup. Then fear crept in. But the market's been choppy lately. What if this is a false breakout? You've had 3 losses this week. Your account is down 8% this month. Can you really afford another loss? Maybe wait for more confirmation. His rational brain fought back. The confirmation is already there. This is what you trained for. Your trading strategy says take this trade. Your risk is defined. You planned for this exact scenario. But emotional fear won. Just this once, wait a little longer. If it's really a good trade, you can still catch it. Better safe than sorry. The trade ran without him. Again. This internal war in trading psychology wasn't happening occasionally. It was happening every single day, multiple times per day. Yale realized that fear wasn't destroying his trading in dramatic explosions. It was eroding his trading performance quietly, consistently, invisibly, like water wearing down stone. The anatomy of fear in trading psychology. Yale began studying fear in trading with the intensity he once studied chart patterns. He discovered that trading fear operates on 3 distinct levels, each more subtle than the last. Level 1. Surface fear, the obvious enemy. This is the fear most traders recognize. It's the panic when a trade goes against you, the anxiety before clicking the order button, the racing heart when you see red in your account. Yale experienced this surface-level fear, but he could manage it. He knew it was there. He could breathe through it, use his pre-trade checklist, follow his trading plan. Surface fear in trading psychology was uncomfortable, but it was visible. And what's visible can be confronted. Level 2. Whisper fear, the subtle saboteur. This is where Yale's real problem lived. Whisper fear doesn't scream. It doesn't cause panic attacks. Instead, it plants tiny seeds of doubt in your trading psychology that feel like wisdom. Yale's whisper fear sounded like this. You know, the market has been unpredictable lately. Maybe wait for a clearer signal. This sounds reasonable, but it appears every time there's a good setup. You've been trading well. Why risk ruining your streak? This sounds like prudence, but it's fear of success disguised as caution. This setup is good, but what if there's a better one in 20 minutes? This sounds like patience, but it's fear creating endless excuses. Remember that similar trade that failed last month? This could be the same. This sounds like learning from experience, but it's fear using selective memory against you. Whisper fear in trading psychology is dangerous because it mimics rational thinking. It speaks in the voice of caution, experience, and wisdom. Yale would hear these whispers and think he was being smart, being careful, being disciplined. He didn't realize these were fear-based thoughts systematically destroying his edge in trading. Level 3. Identity fear, the deepest root. Then Yale discovered the deepest level. Identity fear in trading psychology isn't about individual trades. It's about who you believe you are. Yale's identity fear sounded like this during his internal dialogue. I'm not the kind of trader who makes consistent money. Some people have it, I don't. I'm good at analysis but terrible at execution. That's just who I am. Real professional traders have something I'm missing. I'm just pretending to be a trader. This identity-level fear in trading was so quiet, Yale almost didn't notice it. But it was the foundation everything else was built on. If you fundamentally don't believe you're capable of trading success, every setup becomes a threat. Every opportunity becomes a chance to prove your own inadequacy. Your trading psychology will sabotage you to maintain consistency with your self-image. 3 sources of trading fear. Yale dug deeper into understanding where his fear in trading actually came from. He identified 3 core sources. Source 1. Loss aversion and the pain asymmetry. Yale discovered that neuroscience research shows humans feel losses approximately 2.5 times more intensely than equivalent gains. This wasn't just theory for Yale. He could feel it in his body. Making $500 on a trade felt good, nice, satisfying. Losing $500 on a trade felt catastrophic. It consumed his thoughts for hours, sometimes days. It affected his sleep. It made him question everything about his trading strategy. This asymmetry in trading psychology meant that even with a positive expectancy trading system, Yale's emotional experience was net negative. He was experiencing more pain than pleasure, even while theoretically making money. His brain was learning that trading equals pain, and fear was the natural protective response. Yale's internal dialogue after a winning trade: great, that's one winner. Need to stay focused. Yale's internal dialogue after an equal-sized losing trade: why did I take that trade? What's wrong with me? Maybe I should stop trading for today. Maybe I should stop trading forever. This is never going to work. The emotional volume was completely different. Fear in trading psychology was being reinforced, while confidence was barely acknowledged. Source 2. Uncertainty intolerance. Yale realized his brain craved certainty, but trading offered none. Every trade is a probability, never a guarantee. Even the best trading setups fail 30, 40, sometimes 50% of the time. His rational mind understood this, but his emotional brain interpreted uncertainty as danger. Before every trade, his emotional brain was screaming, "We don't know what will happen. Unknown equals threat. Don't do it." His rational brain would respond, "We don't need certainty. We need probability. Our edge plays out over time. But emotional fear doesn't understand statistics. It only understands known equals safe, unknown equals dangerous. Every trade triggered this primal fear response in his trading psychology, creating an internal battle that exhausted him before the market even moved. Source 3. Past trading trauma imprinting. Yale had never thought of his trading losses as trauma, but he realized that's exactly what they were to his nervous system. Every significant loss created an emotional imprint in his trading psychology. He remembered the trade that cost him $4,200 in 18 minutes, a breakout trade that reversed violently. Yale had followed his trading plan perfectly, but the market didn't care about his plan. Now, months later, every breakout setup triggered that memory. His body would tense, his breathing would shallow. His internal dialogue would immediately go to, "This could be another disaster. Remember what happened last time. You can't afford that again." This is how fear in trading becomes generalized. One bad experience with a breakout creates fear around all breakouts. One bad experience in a volatile market creates fear around all volatility. One bad week creates fear around trading itself. Yale's trading psychology had accumulated dozens of these micro-traumas, each one adding another layer of protective fear that was now keeping him from executing his edge. How fear manifests and destroys your trading. Yale documented exactly how his fear in trading was manifesting. The patterns were clear. Manifestation 1. Hesitation at entry. Yale would identify perfect setups according to his trading strategy. Everything aligned, risk defined, target clear. But he would hesitate. Just a few seconds, just waiting for one more confirmation. Those few seconds were enough. By the time fear loosened its grip, the entry was gone. The risk-reward ratio had deteriorated. Yale would either chase the trade at a worse price or skip it entirely. His internal dialogue was, "Okay, this is it. Take the trade. Just click. Why aren't you clicking? Click now. Okay, the moment passed. Now it's not as good. Should you still take it? Maybe wait for another setup." Fear in trading psychology was stealing his edge milliseconds at a time. Manifestation 2. Premature exit. On trades Yale did take, fear would resurface the moment the position moved against him, even slightly. A normal pullback in his direction would feel like impending disaster. Yale's internal dialogue during a normal retracement was, "It's going against you. This might be the start of a full reversal. You could still get out with a small loss. Better a small loss than a big loss. Get out now while you can." He would exit. Then watch the trade reverse and hit his original target without him. Fear in trading had convinced him that protection meant abandoning his plan, when real protection was following his plan. Manifestation 3. Opportunity paralysis. The more perfect the setup, the more fear Yale experienced. His best trading opportunities triggered his strongest fear response in his trading psychology. Why? Because perfect setups felt like they had the most to lose. His internal dialogue was, "This is such a good setup that if you lose on this one, it proves you really don't know what you're doing. Better to skip it than to fail on a perfect opportunity." Fear was using his own competence against him. The better he got at identifying quality setups, the more afraid he became of taking them. Manifestation 4. Selective execution. Yale discovered he was unconsciously selecting trades based on emotional comfort rather than trading strategy quality. He would take mediocre setups when his account was up and he felt confident. He would skip excellent setups when his account was down and fear was elevated. This is backwards in trading psychology. You should take your best setups regardless of recent performance. But fear was causing him to trade his emotional state instead of his trading plan. Yale's breakthrough, the fear reframe. Everything changed for Yale when he stopped trying to eliminate fear in trading and started reframing his relationship with it. His breakthrough came during a particularly frustrating trading session. He had skipped 3 excellent setups in a row, all due to fear. Sitting there, frustrated with himself, Yale had a realization. Fear isn't the enemy. Fear is doing its job perfectly. It's trying to protect me. The problem is it's protecting me from the wrong thing. Yale's fear in trading psychology was trying to protect him from loss, from pain, from failure. But in doing so, it was guaranteeing failure. It was protecting him from short-term discomfort while creating long-term devastation. He realized he needed to redirect his fear, not eliminate it. Yale started having different internal dialogues with his fear. I know you're scared. Thank you for trying to protect me. But skipping this trade isn't safety. It's guaranteed failure. Real danger isn't taking this well-planned trade. Real danger is abandoning my trading strategy and my process. Real danger is letting fear make my decisions. This reframe in his trading psychology was powerful. Yale wasn't fighting fear anymore. He was acknowledging it, thanking it, and then making the decision anyway. His new internal dialogue before entries: yes, this is uncertain. Yes, I could lose. That's true for every trade. But I've done my analysis. This meets my trading criteria. My job isn't to be certain. My job is to execute my edge consistently. Fear, you can come along, but you're not driving anymore. The alignment shift in trading psychology. Yale began systematically realigning his trading psychology through 5 specific shifts. Shift 1. From outcome focus to process focus. Yale stopped measuring success by individual trade results and started measuring by execution quality. Did he follow his trading plan? Did he take the trades his strategy identified? Did he manage risk correctly? His new internal dialogue: the outcome of this one trade doesn't define me. My consistency in executing my trading process defines me. Win or lose, if I followed my plan, that's a successful trade in terms of my psychology and discipline. Shift 2. From fear avoidance to fear acknowledgement. Instead of pretending fear in trading wasn't there, Yale started naming it, out loud sometimes. I'm feeling fear right now. There's fear about this trade. That's normal and okay. Fear is information, not instruction. This simple acknowledgement reduced fear's power dramatically. When you fight fear, it grows. When you acknowledge it, it often softens. Shift 3. From perfection-seeking to probability acceptance. Yale embraced that trading is probabilistic, not deterministic. He couldn't control outcomes, only decisions. His new internal dialogue: I don't need this trade to work. I need my trading system to work over time. This is one data point in thousands. Even if this trade loses, I'm still on track if I'm executing my edge. Shift 4. From identity protection to identity evolution. Yale stopped protecting his old identity as someone who struggles with execution and started building a new identity as someone who trades his plan consistently. Every time he took a trade despite fear, he reinforced the new identity. Every time he followed his trading process, he was evidence of who he was becoming. His new internal dialogue: I am a trader who executes. That's who I'm becoming. This trade is another step in that evolution. Shift 5. From isolation to externalization. Yale started journaling his internal dialogues, recording voice notes about his fear, sharing his struggles with his trading mentor. Getting fear out of his head and into the external world diminished its power over his trading psychology. Yale's results and transformation. The changes didn't happen overnight, but they happened consistently. Within 3 months of implementing these trading psychology shifts, Yale's execution rate went from taking 27% of his identified setups to taking 73%. His win rate stabilized at 63%, close to his back-tested expectations. More importantly, his internal experience of trading transformed. Trading stopped feeling like torture and started feeling like professional execution. Fear in trading didn't disappear, but it stopped controlling him. Yale's internal dialogue during a recent trade: "There's the setup. I'm feeling some fear. That's normal. Thank you, fear, for keeping me alert. Now, risk is 1% of account. Stop is clearly defined. Target is 3 times risk. This meets all my trading criteria. Executing now." Click. The trade was on. Fear was present, but Yale was in control. His trading psychology had shifted from fear-dominated to process-dominated. Actionable steps to fix fear in your trading. Here's how you can implement what Yale learned about fear in trading psychology. Step 1. Name your fear patterns. Spend 1 week documenting every time you hesitate, skip a trade, or exit early. Write down the exact internal dialogue. You cannot fix what you cannot see. Make your fear visible in your trading journal. Step 2. Identify your fear level. Is it surface fear, whisper fear, or identity fear? Each requires different approaches. Surface fear needs breathing and routine. Whisper fear needs challenging the thoughts. Identity fear needs building new evidence of capability. Step 3. Create pre-trade dialogue scripts. Write out rational responses to your common fear thoughts. Before you enter trades, literally say these scripts out loud. This creates new neural pathways in your trading psychology. Step 4. Measure process, not outcomes. Create a daily scorecard that measures: did I take the trades my strategy identified? Did I follow my risk rules? Did I manage positions according to plan? Grade yourself on execution, not profit and loss. Step 5. Build fear tolerance gradually. Start with smaller position sizes if needed. Take the trades. Build evidence that you can execute despite fear. As your execution consistency improves, gradually increase size. You're training your nervous system that trading according to your plan is safe. Step 6. Journal your internal dialogue. After every trading session, write out the conversations happening in your head. This external processing reduces the power fear has over your trading psychology. Fear in trading will always be there. It's part of being human. It's part of risking capital. It's part of facing uncertainty. But fear doesn't have to destroy your best setups anymore. When you understand how fear operates in your trading psychology, when you can identify its whispers and reframe its message, when you can act despite its presence, you transform from a trader controlled by emotion into a trader who executes with consistency. Yale still feels fear, but now fear is a passenger in his trading, not the driver, and that makes all the difference. Your best setups are waiting. Stop letting fear steal them. Start executing your edge. Your future trading success depends on winning this internal battle with fear in your trading psychology.